So in chapter 5, we're dealing with summation formula, double angle formula, and half angle formula. So there are set of formula, and your job is, so you have it in front of you and you need to know when to use it. For example, if I ask you guys, what is sine of 75 degrees? So for a question like this, they ask you to find the exact. In the table that you have, or in your note sheet, we learn the theta for 0 degree, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. You know all the exact value for them, correct? We proved it through the Pythagorean theorem. With the algebra, we proved that sine of 0 is 0, 30 is 1/2, 45 is radical 2/2, 60 is radical 3/2, and 90 is 1, correct? We did the same thing for cosine, then tangent, cotangent. But 75 is not listed there. But they're asking us find the exact. Exact means no calculator. Good. Let's ask Elizabeth a question. Elizabeth? Is she here?
Yeah.
Can you use your calculator? Tell me what is sine of 75 in exact, if your calculator does that.
Yeah, 1 second.
Hopefully give you this more.
Square root 6 plus square root 2/4.
Oh my God, that's not right. So the same calculator?
Yeah.
That's bad. Anyway, you made my day not a good day, but you don't, well, you have to show your work. What is the exact here? So 75 degree is not listed on your table, but you know 75 coming from 30 degrees plus 45 degrees, which these two are part of your table or the unit circle. So then you will use one of the formula that you have it in your note sheet. So we see here, we see a summation here. And the note sheet that you have, we have sine of alpha plus beta. This equal to sine alpha cosine beta plus sine beta cosine alpha. So that's the formula. Let me go bring it. This is a formula. So sum and difference. What did I do? I know you guys might have a calculator like Elizabeth, or you can just Google it, or there are so many apps that they tell you the exact value. But there are some questions that you need to show your work. So please do not rely on this and then enjoy and laugh at me. So we don't need to know all the work. No, you do need to know the algebra part. So we did 2 steps. First step was that you get this one. So this is not listed. You'll be a little upset. Then you look at the set of formula we have. We have sum and difference. Then we have double, and we have half angle formula. We will see this. But so far we are dealing with sum and difference formula, identities. So you pick this one because we have sine of A plus B or alpha plus beta. Good. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. I know it's look complicated, but I mean, we can easily go through our note sheets, see which formula we need to pick, and then we do the algebra parts. So sine of alpha plus beta will be, so this will be sine of 30 plus 45, make this one tinier, equal to, so this is my A and that's my B. It will be sine 30 cosine 45. Why I don't have room here? Plus cosine 30 sine 45. So we just follow this formula. We don't come up with any new rule. Sine of 30 in our table or unit circle is 1/2. Cosine of 45 is radical 2/2 plus cosine of 30 is radical 3/2 times sine of 45 is radical 2/2. Correct, Elizabeth?
Yeah.
So your calculator actually did all this work for you, but we need to see it in your exam. Then we are here. Now is the algebra part. This is the addition here. 1 times radical 2 is radical 2. 2 times 2 is 4 plus radical 6/4. Radical 3 times radical 2, we can multiply to radical 6, and 2 times 2 is 4. Then we will get radical 2 plus radical 6/4. And this is a correct. And you know we cannot add to radical. We went over this on Monday. So this is the final answer. I think Elizabeth's calculator is correct. All right, let's have another one. What is cosine of 15 degrees? Somebody's very happy. So this is not listed, correct, on in a unit in the table that we have 0, 30 degrees, 45, 60, and 90. Those are our favorite. And that's what, I mean, you wish I asked you guys what is cosine of 30 or cosine of 45, but it's not there. I asked you cosine of 15, and the question is exact. That means no calculator. So how do which formula should I use?
Cosine A minus B.
Very nice. So 15 is coming from 45 minus 30 degrees, correct? This is one option. That's cosine of it. And if you look at the note sheet, cosine of alpha A minus B, now I'm going to say alpha minus beta. This is cosine alpha, cosine beta, plus sine alpha, sine beta. I'm pretty sure it's correct. If we have A minus B, yeah. So this is a formula that you will pick. This gives us, so I'm going to just substitute. It will not look good if you just plug in the calculator. I mean, the beauty of this course is you're learning that advanced mathematics. So this is a beautiful formula. This is like advanced. So you should be happy that you know this formula and you're applying it. You don't want a machine does it for you. You don't want this punch in the calculator. So this will be cosine of 45, cosine of 30, plus sine of 45, sine of 30. At the beginning, if you write the formula wrong, then whatever you do is wrong, correct? So that's not a good idea. So this will be equal to, we'll write it here. So see, nobody waiting room now. So we got a cosine of 45, radical 2 over 2. Cosine of 30 is radical 3 over 2. Plus sine of 45 is radical 2 over 2. And sine of 30 is 1/2. This part of algebra, I know you guys kind of freaking out to don't do any mistake. But the good thing is, if you do few questions like this, you will see similar number in the algebra part. I mean, we've seen this one in different format for the sine. Now we are using the same. So most of the question you will see radical 2 over 2, radical 3 over 2, 1/2. So we are dealing with this type of number to simplify. Radical 2 times radical 3 is radical is pick shiny is radical 6 over 4 plus radical 2 over 4, and this gives us radical 6 plus radical 2 over 4. This is a final answer. So this set of formula I just put it here. This is adding and subtracting. We also have half angle formula. That means half angle formula is this one. Look at this guy is half. This is a half of this one. They call it half angle formula. You don't need to memorize it. I used to memorize it when I was going to school because we have to memorize it. But you guys need to know how to just use it, correct? Which one to use. So the good thing is we are loaded with formula and then we just need to pick it. Yvette pick, they said subtracting, which is beautiful. It works. But we also see this 15, correct, is half of 30. Half of 30 gives me 15 degrees. So I also can use half angle formula. Are you guys following me? Karen? Okay. Somebody put the hands up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Edison,
Yeah, it makes sense.
so please do not freak out of the format of this formula. You will be happy that this is makes sense to you. This we're talking about half angle formula. I'm not asking you guys to prove it. Even proving it is not that complicated. But we say, oh, I ask what is cosine of 15. And you saw 15 is same as cosine of 30 over 2. And this is a half angle. Then cosine of theta over 2. So this one, it will be equal to plus minus radical 1 plus cosine of 30, everything divided by 2. When we are using half angle formula, you see plus and minus here. Only for. So your job is to pick, is that plus or minus? Which one should I pick, plus or minus?
Plus.
Yeah, we will pick plus. Why? Because we know we are dealing 30 degrees here, 15 is there. We are in quadrant 1. On quadrant 1, cosine is positive. So that's why. So it will be equal to radical 1 plus cosine of 30 is radical 3 over 2 divided by 2. So now we have to simplify it, right? We cannot leave it like this. So definitely this is not the final answer, right? We have radical. We get 2 plus radical 3 over 2, another 2 here. What did I do? I find the common denominator. This is 1. So I multiply by 2, multiply by 2. I got 2 plus radical 3 over 2 equal to radical 2 plus radical 3 divided by 4. 2 times 2 is 4. That's what we get. This equal to, when it would be radical 2 plus radical 3 over radical 4. This is 2 here. We have radical 2 plus radical 3. So this is cosine of 15. Good. Any question?
No.
What did you get, Elizabeth?
What did I get?
Yeah, when you use the calculator, your fancy calculator.
When I put in cosine 15 or cosine 30 over 2?
No, when you put cosine 15.
I get square root of 6 plus square root of 2 over 4.
So we get this one.
Yeah.
Not this one.
Mm-mm.
Both of them are same, but how do I simplify to get the other one? Is the question. So if, I mean, this one, the calculator will be same as this one. But here's a more simplify. I don't want to simplify the radical here. All right, let's do one that we cannot use the calculator. Okay, that we make Elizabeth's life little not very happy. Also, I have it in the home. So your job is to go through, this is a note sheet, all page of your notes to see which formula to use. We have sine of x, -3/5. So thank you so much. We have this. We have cosine of y. Again, this is given. One of them is x, another one is y. So there are two different animals. But both of them are in quadrant 3. So we are on quadrant 3. We are here. Good. So they ask us to solve sine of x plus y. Good. Sine of x plus y, we are saying addition here. You go to the page of note that has all the summation identities. If you see this, we're going to have sine x cosine y plus cosine x sine y. This is a formula for the adding. Then you look at what we have, we're going to substitute. Definitely the calculator is out, right? It doesn't work, calculator. So equal to sine of x, we have it right there. So I'm going to plug -3/5. Cosine of y we have is right there, -7/25. Plus, what is cosine of x? Do we have cosine of x? Elizabeth, do we have cosine of x?
No.
Can we use the calculator?
Maybe.
No, don't even look at it, because you need to, this x is unknown. We cannot go through the calculator. I mean, you just keep punching, you're just wasting the batteries. So we cannot use the calculator. How do we, so can anybody of you guys can tell me how do we get the cosine of x?
Can you use Pythagorean theorem?
Excellent. So this is, we got to find cosine of x. What do we have in x? So we have sine of x. Good. So this guy, this one, we need to get it from this one. There's nothing to do with pi. The y is different, correct? So same as Yvette said, we're gonna go to quadrant 3. I randomly make a triangle. Good. I put this one x. We have sine of x equal to -3/5. In your note sheet, you have sine is y/r. So this is a y, which is -3, and r is 5. We use Pythagorean theorem to solve for this, which is, I'm going to say x squared plus -3 squared equal to 5 squared. X squared plus 9 equal to 25. X squared equal to 25 minus 9 equal to 16. X equal to plus minus root 16, which is plus minus 4. Now Jake will tell us, should we select plus 4 or minus 4? Jake? Is it Bitcoin hit million? You left the class. So is that plus or minus? We are in this quadrant, correct? X is negative, so this will be -4. We don't accept the plus. So cosine of x will be, cosine of x will be x/r, which is -4/5. -4/5. Multiply by, what is sine of y? Do we have sine of y? No, correct? Sine of y is not given. Sine of x is given, we used it. Cosine of y is given, we used it. Cosine of x, we solve it. Sine of y, we need to do the same thing as this. I want to make another heart here. I want you guys to don't dislike it. Don't think this is too much. No, this is not too much. We went through this before the first exam or second exam, and you are learning something more advanced to do, to find. So I would like you guys to don't scare and then just be happy that you know the advanced math. So we are looking for a new color here. Let's go with, you can help me pick color if you like. Purple, same as my shirt. So we are looking for sine of y. Unfortunately, sine of y is not given. But we know cosine of y equal to -7/25. We make another circle. where should I draw a triangle? They said X and Y on the top, X and Y, both of them are in quadrant 3. So I randomly make another one here. I call this one Y. Make a right triangle. Cosine of Y is X over R. So I'm going to say X, which is -7, and R is 25. All right. We are looking for sine of Y. Sine of Y is Y over R. This Y is nothing to do with this Y, guys. I don't want you guys confused. Correct? This is the angle. They just labeled it. It should be alpha and beta, but they make it X and Y. Can you guys tell me what is the length of Y here? We definitely need to use Elizabeth's calculator here. So we have -7 squared plus Y squared equal to 25 squared. 49 plus Y squared equal to 25 squared is 625. Then Y squared equal to 625 minus 49. What is that, Elizabeth?
Can you repeat that?
What is 625 minus 49?
576.
So what is radical 576? So Y squared equal to plus minus
24.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Equal to plus minus 24. Do we get plus or minus?
Minus.
Very looks like we have a microphone. You leave it on, you say minus, very good. So we have, because we are in this quadrant, it's negative. So -24. So the final answer will be -24 over 25. And you plug it here. So that doesn't mean we are done. They ask us what is sine of X plus Y. We have this much. Now time to simplify that. Good. I mean, this is something that you have a question like this for a final exam. I mean, you need to know this one. So take a good note on this, and then it takes time, but it's great to solve it. So let me make some room.
Professor,
Yes,
I
correct.
have a question that is not related to this. Is it okay if I leave right now because I have an appointment at 9:30?
Sure, Karen. Thanks for joining us for a little bit. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Bye. Okay, Karen gone. So equal to. So this times that, we have plus 21, 3 times -3, -7 gives us positive 21, divided by 5 times 100, 5 times 25 is 125, plus -4 times -24 gives us positive 80, 96. 5 times 25 is 125. this equal to 125, 96 plus 21 gives us gives us
117.
so this is the final answer that you guys can sell to get points. It was too much work, Yvette.
Yeah. So do we ignore like the cosine x minus y?
No, I mean that was we solved this one. We only solved this one.
Okay.
I was planning to ignore it to move to new topic, but now you pointed out we need to do.
No, I'm just okay. No, never mind.
No, there's another part of question. So sine of x plus y, we solved it, and we are done, and we get point for this. Now the next part of question is what is cosine of x minus y? When you see a question like this, I mean that should ring a bell and say, oh, I have so many steps to do, and you know all those steps. You just need to be careful, don't do any mistake, any algebraic mistake. That means you don't get any points. So now let's do cosine of x minus y. I'm going to make some room. So cosine of x minus y. You look at the note sheet, you're going to see our cosine of x minus y, or the a minus b, or alpha minus beta, equal to cosine of x cosine of y plus sine of x sine of y. Don't come up with your own formula. Don't say, oh, cosine of x minus y is cosine x cosine y. Don't even, I mean, you go follow the rule. There is a proof on this that we got that one. So don't change them. You can change this too. Instead of cosine of x, you can put cosine of y times cosine of x. You can switch this too, but you cannot switch. I mean, just follow the rule. So now, on the first part, we solved everything. Cosine of x, we solved it here. We have negative 4 over 5. So it's negative 4 over 5. Cosine of y, it was given all the way from beginning, which is negative 7 over 25, plus sine of x, we have it, negative 3 over 5. And sine of y, we solve it here, is negative 24 over 25, equal to. Let's see how this works. Okay. Negative 4 times negative 7 is positive 28. 5 times 100, 5 times 25 is 125. Negative 3 times negative 24 is 72. 5 times 25 is 125. So 125 is a common denominator. 28 plus 72, now exactly 100. So it's 100 over 125. We are able to simplify this by 5 or by 25, gives us 4 over 5. This is beautiful, guys. I'm not talking about my drawing. I'm talking about this answer here that you guys find. All right, Edison.
Yeah.
So there is only one question in final exam like this. You need to just be able to do it. All right, let's move on. If there is no question here, we can go to the new topic here. We have a few minutes time. What is, so you guys learned about half angle and double and the summation. There's a set of formula. This was summation. Let me move it somewhere in your brain. And we learn half angle. Good. And there are more formulas. I might give you guys another set of formula by Friday, but what about double angle? This guy is a double angle. So now I ask you guys, what is sine of? Sine of 120 degrees. Most of the example I make here is in degrees, but I can give you a radiant as well. So do not freak out if you see some radiants. This is same as asking what is sine of 2 pi over 3. 2 pi over 3 is same as 120. I know you have 120 degrees in the unit circle, but let's say we don't have it. And all the angles that we have, that we know the exact value, are 0, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees, correct? And 120 is not there. Which set of formula here we should use? This one, or that one? Which one should we use that makes it to 120? Should I, in order to get 120 from here, there we have option of, so 120 degrees, we can say 60 plus 60 degrees is 120. We can say 90 plus 30 degrees also is 120. Or we can say 2 times 60 also is 120. So this 2 that means you are doubling one of those angles. That call it double angle identities. All right. This guy coming from here. So we have a new set of formula because double angle to make our life easier. Correct? We don't need to do this one or that one. All of them we get same answer. But we saw 2 times 6 is double angle. So we see sine of double angle is much simpler than this guy. Good. So it will be 2 sine of 60 cosine of 60. This gives us double angle. This gives us two sine of 60 is radical 3/2. Cosine of 60 is 1/2. If we multiply, we get 2√3/4, which is √3/2. Any question here? Question?
There's no questions, but that was a lot. Like I understood what you did, but I don't know. That was a lot.
That was a lot. Yeah, that's how this is good impression. Good, Elizabeth. I mean, as long as you understand it, as long as you know what I do, why do we do this, that's perfect. As long as you know that who programmed it on your calculator, how your calculator knows all those algebra. Somebody programmed these formulas on your calculator that it does it. But I hear you that you're telling me is a lot. But I want you to be happy that you are learning this advanced formula. People use this on work to make money on that. So and you are, and you know it. Correct, Elizabeth? Did I explain it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know it's a lot. I mean, that's how I work. If you continue your education, it will be, you're dealing with more complex, but you put more time and you understand the topic. If you want to be a math professor, if you want to teach the course, yeah, you need to know it very, very well to be able to teach. But to just pass it to go to like a biology degree, so you don't use this in your field, but it makes your mind much smarter. Anyway, so let's wrap it up. I put the unit circle here. If you guys remember, we start with 30 degrees, exact value, 45 degrees, exact value, 60 degree, exact value. We proved that those are cosine and sine. If you guys remember, I said we also learn how, when we add these two, like a 30 plus 45, we should be able to find the exact value. How do we find it? Through the new formula that you learn from adding and subtracting formula, correct? So if you add them or subtract them or double them or divide it by 2, we are able to get. All right. For example, sine, so the beauty is with the half angle formula, this is 30 degrees, we can find exact value of 15 degrees. Correct, Yvette?
Yeah.
When we have the 15 degree, when we have the exact value of 15 degree, we also can half that one to find 7.5 degrees. So when we get this one, then we get when we have 7.5, we can half that one to 3 points. So we can keep halving them to find all of them exact value. So this is the story of this course. I make this as a sun for you guys. All right. If there is no question, go enjoy the day on the beach. Not on the beach, on the front of computer doing homework. I see you guys on Friday.